the Scoreboard Guy, and MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks, Lyon Labor's Local 663, Doak Propane, and the Bank of Billings. We go north back to Plattsburg High School and head coach Twydell Love. Coach D, how are you today?
How you doing, sir? I'm doing all right.
Coach, 25-4 on the season. You've won 10 in a row now, but a big win last night against a very good Maysville team, coming with one loss. Tell us a little bit about the win over Maysville.
It was a great game last night. Packed house in a smaller gym. Crowd from both sides showed up for a game like that last night. Maysville had a great year this year. 25-1. Coach does a good job over there with those guys. So I knew we had to come out and be ready to play and prepared, and my guys stepped up to the challenge.
Right now, of course, you're 99%. I mean, next game could be your last, but you've won 10 in a row. What are some things you feel like right now you're doing really well as a team, and maybe as a coaching staff that's kind of hoping to carry you into the Final Four?
I think we've grown from game one to where we are right now. We brought half of the guys back from our group last year that had a lot of success, but we also had 3 other guys that were not with that group that would have been with that group, who have been gradually getting better as the season's gotten going, and I think I got some other guys right now that are stepping up huge to go along with Isaiah and Rylan.
Coach, going into this game with Wobble, number one, on the website, admission doesn't say where that game's going to be played. Do you know where that's going to be played?
Yes, we're playing it at Plattsburg High School here at 6 o'clock on Saturday, March 2nd. So we'll be here at 6 o'clock.
What do you know about the Woblo Tigers? Now, they're kind of in my backyard. So I've got to see them play a couple of times. Obviously, they're having a tremendous season as well. What do you know about Woblo?
They're a really good team from last year. They returned everybody back from their group last year who we played in this same game last year. So they're a year older. They got a couple really good players that can really score. They're just well coached and got a really good team. I think they're very disciplined. So gotta match that.
What were you able to take advantage of last year in this same game here in the quarterfinal game against Woblo?
Well, last year I had some horses, so it was tough to guard us. With us being able to space the floor and spread out. So I think that was an advantage, and having a kid like Isaiah Howard with us, who's Class 2 Player of the Year. Should be Mr. Basketball, Gatorade, everything, So having Isaiah Howard, with us always gives us a chance. But also my other guys are stepping up, and I think we're better defense. I think we're better athletically with this group that I have this year.
Going into this quarterfinal matchup, are you guys relatively healthy at this time of the year?
Well, shoot, going into districts, man, I had my whole starting 5 sick the first round of districts, and I'm like, golly, this is not the time. But we battled. We got through that few days there. Guys came out strong in the district championship, and they've been now everybody's back right.
And as you know, does that run last year? Is that something that your kids, being that they've been there, they've had that experience? Is that something that you think is maybe going to help you along the way here?
Well, with this group here, I try to not compare them to last year's team. I try to this is this year's team, and we create our own lane with this year's team. So I kind of been just going with that with these guys here, and just. They understand what the expectation is and the level that you got to play at to get to that point. And so now it's time to, create their own story.
And between now and Saturday, between now and then taking on the Woblo Tigers, what are you doing, to kind of get prepared Obviously, you get to stay at home, so there's no travel. I visited with a coach earlier today, and they got to travel 4.5 hours. So they're having to go down the night before,
Yeah.
to stay the night and then find a gym. Being able to stay at home, that's got to be important to you as well.
Yes, sir. We'll practice as normal. I treat everything as normal all the time, no matter what game it is. Because the way that we practice, we prepare for games every practice. So we'll just go through our normal routine and just keep it all the same.
Again, visiting with Coach Twydell Love, Jr. from Plattsburg High School. Coach T, obviously you've had a tremendous season up to this point. If I wake up, on Sunday morning and look at scoreboardguy.net or the Missouri Sports Network, and I see that Plattsburg came out on top of, versus Wablo, can you point to maybe one or two stats that you feel like are going to be key? Say, hey, we won this game because, hey, we limited our turnovers. We out-rebounded them. We guarded the three. What are a couple of stats that you're really going to have to control to win this game?
Well, you said both of them there. First off, we got to take care of the ball, and then second off, we got to rebound. We got to out rebound them, and we got to have more points than they do.
Very good. Well, Coach T, as always, I greatly appreciate you being generous with your time here on the Missouri Sports Network. Good luck on Saturday, and go out and get a win. We'll talk again next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your coverage, man. Appreciate it.
You bet. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe. Be smart.